Well, hello everyone, and it's Mr. Sunshine coming to you live right here in a rainy South Florida on a Friday afternoon as things are taking place. And we just went and picked up a client has a 1960s Honda motorcycle. This is the ignition or the lock here for the seat, I do believe. And what it does here, you can see on the old Hondas. Here's your lock right here. This is your locking mechanism. There's your little tailpiece that comes off the back. Here's the cap that holds the pins and the springs in. And here's the face of the lock. Now, on all of the Hondas, they had a code number stamped on their locks, whether it was on the side of the ignition. Here it's on the face of the lock. So by doing this, it'll tell you how to make a key. Now, there's a couple of ways to make a key for this one. It's only a simple 3-pin tumbler. There's only 3 pins in there, and they're actually, the depths go from 2, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So by reading these numbers here, the code actually will tell you it's going to take a T3 blank. You have to know as a locksmith to know how to decipher the code. This would be a T3 bank, and the cuts would be 879. So we go into our code source, we type in that T3879, and we come up with the key that would be a Curtis number HD76, or it would be a H76G Ilko blank. So what I did, instead of peeling the top off, we went ahead and made a key by the code, and we used the code max for that. And the cuts actually, again, would be a T3, which would be an HD 76 or an H76G blank, and then the cuts would be 879. The 7 would be a 188 depth, an 8 would be a 172 depth, and a 9 would be a 157 depth. So the increments of 157. So we went ahead, I cut the key by code. There's the Code Max key machine. The key goes into the lock, and voila, it turns just like it did back in the 1960s, a perfect key every time. So there it is right there. So we made the key for that, so we will be taking that back down to our customer. Right there it is. Perfect key every time. So the customer actually gave me a double-sided key. This is a YH19. It slides in, but no, this is not the original blank. It fits into the bottom half of the lock. If I went ahead and cut this, it would not work because it's a entirely different type of key. This one has the shoulder on the bottom. If I was to cut that like that, it would actually come up the wrong key. So there it is. That's the original key for that. These blanks are actually very expensive to buy these days because they're being depleted from figured from the 60s. So you're talking about some old key blanks here. But there it is, Honda vintage 1960s motorcycle key made by Locksmith Eddy right here in sunny South Florida. If you have any other questions, don't hesitate. 561-693-8636 coming to you live in sunny South Florida.